Hi friends, in the last videos we covered very clearly about language fundamentals concept and operators concept. Two sections we completed already, right? Sir, now the next thing, very important thing what we have to discuss, how to read the user provided input. Sir, from the Python program, I have to ask the user, can you please provide some input? If the end user is going to provide some input, how I have to read? Okay, reading user provided input, and I have to print something, some output to the end user. So how you can print output to the end user like so? Input and output, these are things we have to discuss. Sir, that is our next section. Observe a bit carefully, sir. What is our next thing? Input and output statements. Okay, this is the third unit what we have to discuss, right? Okay, yeah, the part of this one, sir, what things we are going to discuss? Sir, do you know raw input and input? There are two input functions are there. One is input function, second one is raw input. What is the difference between raw input and input function? Most valuable important question for the interview room. We have to start our journey with this concept, right? Sir, after the Python 3 input function, how you can use input function? What is the behavior of input function in Python 3? Sir, and after that, of course, multiple examples, multiple programs we are going to discuss. After that, one small shortcut technique I want to explain. How to read the multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Are getting in a single line? I enter 3 values. I want to, sir, read all 3 values by using a single line of the Python code. How you can do that? A beautiful shortcut, sir. That part we are going to discuss. And after that, command line arguments. While executing your Python program py test.py, if you are passing any values 10, 20, 30, how you can read the arguments which are passing from the command prompt, command line arguments we have to discuss. Sir, next and after that, sir, all these things, whatever up to 4, just we are talking about input statements, right? Okay, sir, now output statements, beautiful concepts, sir. If you want to print some output to the end user, compulsory we require to go for print function. What is the behavior of print function? What are various forms of print function is available? We require to discuss, right? Sir, and after that, sir, what is the need of SEP attribute, separator attribute, sir? What is the need of end attribute? What the need of end attribute, right? Sir, next printing formatted string. How you can print a formatted string, percentage I, percentage D, something like how you can use that we will discuss. Next, replacement operators are a wonderful, most commonly used operator, curly brace open and close. How you can use this operator? These are the things what we are going to discuss. So these are things are output related statements, right? So how to read end user provided input, how to print something to the end user as the output. These concepts we are going to discuss in detail. Be ready to perform postmortem, right? Okay, sir, the first subtopic, let me start. Raw input and input. Sir, there are 2 input functions are available. What is the difference between these 2 things I have to discuss, right? Sir, can you please spell out what is the first one, sir? Raw input. Okay, this function can be used to read the end user provided data. Okay, so to read end user provided data. But the problem with this raw input is it is always going to return in string form only. Remember that the return type of raw input is it is always going to provide in the form of string only. Even you entered numbers also, but still it is considered as a string type only. Compulsory we have to perform typecasting by using the corresponding typecasting methods, right? Best example, suppose my requirement is, sir, x is equal to raw input of enter some value, enter some value like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, now even you entered, sir, 10 also, even you entered a number 10 also, still it's always going to consider Yes, what type, sir? It is a str type only. Okay, now we have to perform typecasting, sir. Okay, now sir, we have to perform int of x. Okay, int of x, like by using typecasting function we have to convert that string type to our required type. Everyone can able to understand, right? So what is the raw input function? Okay, what is the return type of raw input function, sir? It is always a string type. If you can ask directly, print a type of x, print a type of x. If you can ask, sir, it's always going to provide str type only. Remember that. Okay, what is the type, sir? Str. Whether you provided 10, whether you provided 10.5, whether you provided true, whether you provided Durga, always what types are? It's always str type only. This is raw input function, sir. Sir, now what is the next function what we have? Okay, input function, sir. This input function is always going to read the data from the end user and provide based on the value. If end user provided int value, directly this function is going to provide int type only. If end user provided string value, now this function is always going to provide string type only. We are not required to perform typecasting, sir. Sir, just observe that x is equal to input of enter something like this I'm asking, sir. Now print of type of x. Do you know, if it is the raw input function, the type of x is always what? Str type only. But it is the input function, the type of x, not str type, always based on provided value. If end user provided 10, then it is considered as the int. If end user provided 10.5, then it is considered the float. Are you getting? If end user provided Durga, it is considered as str. Okay, remember, we are not required to perform typecasting, sir. This is the main important difference between raw input and input. Are you getting that? Very important question for the entire room. What is the difference between raw input and input? Raw input function return type is always str type only. Compulsory we require to perform typecasting explicitly. Sir, I want to read the data directly. I don't want to perform typecasting. Same type only I want. Then we have to go for what? Input function. Any doubt up to this, right? Raw input and input. But here one small twist is there. I didn't tell up to this, right? What is the twist is? These are two functions applicable for Python 2.x. Are you getting right? Python 2.x. These two functions are applicable, right? But in Python 3, remember that in Python 3.x, maybe 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, in Python 3x, we have only input function but not raw input function. Are you getting? We have only input function but not raw input function. So simply we have only input function is there. Okay, well, sir, first clarity. What is the difference between raw input and the input, sir? Raw input is always going to provide string type. Input is always going to provide the value based on our provided. Okay, like raw input and input, this terminology is applicable for Python 2x, but in Python 3.x, sir, raw input function not available. Okay, well, twist, sir, very important, take special care. So in Python 3x, we have only one input function. That input function is this function, right? Can you please guide what is the return type of this input function? Please spell out. What is the return type of this input function? Sir, in Python 2x, input function return type is based on your provided value. If you provide int value, now the return type itself will be int. Sir, if you provide 10.5, float. If you provide Durga string, then str type, right? Same is this story is applicable for the Python 3x input function or not? Okay, take very special care. Python 3x input function is not the same as Python 2x input function. Okay, Python 3x input function is not the same as Python 2x input function. So Python 3x input function behavior is the same as Python 2x raw input function. Are you getting right? In Python 2x, how raw input function is going to behave, the same way Python 3x input function is going to behave. Remember, raw input function, this name is renamed to input function in Python 3x. Okay, that's why, can you please tell what is the return type of this input function? Whatever there in the Python 3x is always str type only. You provided any type, it is always treated as str type only. Where is the proof for that? Where is the proof for that? Just observe a bit carefully, sir. X is equal to input of enter something. Are you getting? Enter something like I have to take. Sir, what is the type of this x? Print type of x. Print type of x. The type of x is always what types are? The type of x is always what type? str type only. Even you provided int value, float value, any types are, it's always going to consider as str type only. If you want to convert into type, compulsory we require to use explicitly typecasting functions. Are you in the position to understand, right? So the input function, whatever we have in Python 3x, it is exactly same as raw input function in the Python 2x. The return type of input function is always str type. If you want any other type, compulsory we have to perform what? Typecasting functions. Okay, let me execute this small code, sir. So that now observe that, sir, x is equal to input function. I am taking enter some value. Enter some value. So end user can provide any type of value, we don't know, sir. Enter some value. Okay, now just I am trying to print what is the type of this x. As per our discussion, do you know the type of x is always what type? str type only. Okay, print x value also. That's all, sir. Sir, have you observed? Input function, sir, can be used to read end user provided data. Next, it is always going to return which type, sir? It's always going to return in which format? String format only. Have a look. Practical proof you are going to get, sir. Observe a bit carefully. Here, just 1 minute. Have a look once, sir. Sir, I'm taking py test.py. Enter some value. 10 I'm taking, sir. I know 10 is what type, sir? I know 10 itself is what type? It is int type, but the answer is coming str type. Yes, it is the str type. Sir, now I am taking 10.5, sir. Even 10.5 also, it is treated as str type. Sir, if I am taking boolean value, sir, true. Yes, str type only. I am trying to take Durga, sir. Yes, str type only. Regarding str type only, right? So you provide any type of data, the result is always going to provide which types are str type only. This is what is the behavior of a Python 3x input function, right? Clear for all, right? So if you want int value, then we require to perform what? Typecasting, sir. So from this discussion, what you people should be aware, what is the difference between, sir, Python, raw input and input function. Next, in Python 3x, input function is exactly same as Python 2x raw input function. Clear for all, right? Next, why they give the priority for string return type? The reason is the most commonly used type in any programming language is the str type. That's why they give the priority. Default accepted form is always what? str. Because simple reason, it is the most commonly used type is the string type, sir. Suppose I require to provide 10 values. I want to provide 10 values, but out of 10 values, 9 values, 8 to 9 values, mostly string type, only 1 or 2 values may be other types. That's why, so very commonly used will be the default type. So that's why str will become default type. Clear, right? Sir, in the last video, we covered very clearly what is the difference between raw input and input function. Next, Python 3x input function behavior, right? Okay, well. Sir, now I will go for a small chota program. Write a program to read two int values from the user and print a sum. Are you getting what I have to take, sir? Read two int values from the keyboard and print a sum. This is about my requirement, right? What I have to take is just observe x is equal to, I want to take x is equal to, I read the first number, okay? Input of enter first number. Listen very carefully about this one, sir. Can you please enter? Hello end user, can you please provide first number like. Next y is equal to input of enter second number. Are you getting enter second number like I'm taking, sir. But here the problem is the return type of input functions always what type? str type only. But end user is trying to enter numbers int values, right? That's why compulsory we require to perform typecasting, sir. Sir, what I have to take? I is equal to int of x. So can you please convert this string value to int type? Next, j is equal to int of y, sir. Can you please convert, sir, y value into int y string type, string to int value, right? Now, sir, I am reading two values, converting to int type. Now my requirement is print of the sum. Print of the sum I plus j. Perfectly this one is going to work, sir. Don't worry at all. Of course I will simplify this code, I will shorten this code. Don't worry, sir. Just reading, sir, values from the end user, but by default this data is available in str form. Convert this string type to int type and then print the sum. This is the, sir, very basic example. We can shorten this code also. That part I will take care. Just observe carefully, right? So now here have a look once. X is equal to input of enter first number. Enter first number. Like this I am taking, sir. Enter first number. Now y is equal to enter second number. Enter second number, right? Now my job is, sir, just convert this string type into int type. So I is equal to int of x value, j is equal to int of y value, sir. J is equal to int of y value like this. Now print of the sum, print of the sum. Here just I am taking I plus a j like this, right? That's all. Sir, now just few lines of the code, 5 lines of the code, sir. Read the end user provided input and convert that string to int type and print the sum. That's all. Now let me execute this code. Have a look once very carefully about this terminology, right? Sir, observe, enter first number 10, enter second number 20. Are you getting? Enter second number 20 like this, right? Now the sum 30 we are going to get, okay? Enter first number 50, enter second number some 30 I am taking. Yes, the sum 80 we are going to get. Perfectly itself is valid, sir. So clear for all of you, right? Any explanation is required about this one, sir? Now I want to simplify this code so that good programming practices you will come to know, sir. Can I combine this line and this line into a single line or not? Yes, most commonly used approach. So here x, instead of this x, we can take this total. Instead of this x, we can take this total. Possible, right? What I will take is, observe that x is equal to input of enter first number. Enter first number like this I am taking, sir. Enter first number. Y is equal to input of enter second number. Enter second number like this I am taking, sir. So now do you know reading string data, converting to int type, automatically in the same line it's going to be performed, sir. Now print of the sum. print of the sum is sir directly we can take x plus y. That's all, sir. Most of the times in my code I'm always going to prefer this approach only. I don't want to take multiple lines. In the same line only, typecasting also I want to perform. Reading end user provided input and the performing typecasting also. In the same line only I want to do that. This is the approach usually what I'm going to follow. Good approach, right? Have a look once. Let me execute this code, sir. Here I'm trying to take x is equal to int of input. Sir, here also int of input like this I'm taking, sir. The sum is x plus y. Regarding what is the value, sir? Sum is x plus y. Okay. Now have a look once. Enter first number 10. Enter second number 20. What is the answer? We are going to get the sum 30, sir. Sir, enter sum 20. First number 20. Second number 40. Okay, the sum is the 60. Like this we are going to get. Sir, any explanation is required up to this? Clear for all of you, right? Next, one more thing I want to do that. What's my requirement is, observe very carefully about this one, sir. I don't want to take 3 lines. I want to take only 1 line. I don't want to take 3 lines. I want to take only 1 line. What is the way, sir? Observe carefully. Here, print the sum x plus y. What is the x value? Int of like this. What is the y value? Int of input of like this. Why don't you take x and y here? We can take x and y directly. So what is the need of going multiple lines? But anyway, this approach is not recommended. But still, is it valid or not? Observe carefully, sir. Print of the sum. Print of the sum, comma. What I want first value? X. X means I have to read the data from the keyboard converting into int type. That's why int of input of enter first number. Enter first number. Enter first number like I'm taking, sir. Okay. Sir, this total is x value. X value plus sir int of input of enter second value. Enter second value. Enter second value like I'm taking, sir. This total is y value. Regarding the sum x plus y, automatically the sum by default you are going to get. What is the need of using 3 lines of the code? Single line by default is enough. But this approach is the recommended or not? Not recommended, but still it is acceptable. Have a look once, sir. Observe carefully. Sir, now the sum x plus y. So in the place of x, let me copy this one. Sir, this is the x value. This is the x value. In the place of x, just I'm taking int of input of enter first number. In the place of x, I'm taking this one. Next, in the place of y, let me take this code. In the place of y, let me take this code, sir. Okay. So now take a bit special care. Let me remove this one. Sir, observe carefully, sir. The sum is. So now this is the first number. This is the first number, sir. The sum is. This is the first number plus second number like this. So is it going to work or not? Have a look once. Let me run again. Enter first number 100. Enter second number 200. 300 is the answer. Enter first number some 435. Enter second number 786 something like 1221 is the sum. Perfect, sir. How many lines of the code is required? Only 1 line. Only 1 line of the code is enough. Yes, even it is possible. So why I am taking all these possibilities is, of course, in Python. So just aware this type of things also possible if you want to shorten your code. Clear, right? But among these 3 approaches, recommended approach to read end user provided data is this one only. Any doubt about this one? Clear for all of you, right? Sir, now I will go for another example. Okay, have a look once. Write a program to read the employee data from the keyboard, and print that data. Okay, maybe employee having, so which data? Employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address, next whether employee married or not, are getting married or not, like this is the data what we have. I want to read this data from the keyboard and print that data to the end user for confirmation purpose. This is about my job, sir. How you can do that? Very, very simple. Here first read the employee number. Employee number is what type? Int type. Assume that in my programming requirement int type 87, 24, 25 or 421 or 356 is the employee number, like. So here enum is equal to int type, right? Compulsory we have to use int of input of enter employee number, okay, like I'm taking, sir. Now anyway, reading and converting to int type, okay. Well, second one, sir, ename. Sir, ename, employee name is what type? str type, no typecasting function, because input function is always going to return what? str only. That's why typecasting is not required. Directly input of enter employee name, like this I'm taking, sir. Enter employee name, that's all. Okay, sir. Now enum, okay, clear. What is the next one? Employee salary. Most of the times it is the float type, floating point value. That's why esal is equal to float of typecasting function, float of input of enter employee salary, like this I'm taking, sir. So ename, esal. Next address, right? Sir, have you remembered? Address is always a string type, maybe Hyderabad or Bangalore or Chennai, like a string type. Now what I'm trying to take, input of enter employee address, maybe city. Here I want to consider only city, like this, right? Now have a look once. If it is employee number int type, compulsory we require to use typecasting function. But employee name is a string type, no typecasting. But employee salary, again float type, typecasting is required. Employee address is some typecasting is not required because it is a string type. Now is employee married or not? Is employee married or not? True or false? Okay, take a bit very special care. True or false? Okay. Now I'm taking here for this bool of, are you getting? Bool of input of here see employee married, okay, like. Sir, just I'm asking, can you please enter either true or false? Can you please enter either true or false? Okay, whatever end user provided data will be typecasted to Boolean type. Okay, don't worry, sir. Now 5 parameters we are reading from the end user, whether married or not, address, salary, ename, and then number, right? Now let me print this information for the confirmation sake. Okay, print confirm, sir, data, confirm your provided data, like sir, I want to print employee number, print employee name, okay, employee name, esal, next address, next married or not. Are you getting? Married or not, like I'm trying to print, sir. Of course print statements are there. This is my small program. So read employee data and print that data, okay, back to the end user for confirmation sake. Okay, here just a simple example, happily you can understand very easily, sir. Let me execute, but here one small loophole is there. That part we will take care. First try to understand clearly, right? Have a look once. Now I want to write a small same code, right? So first one, employee number is equal to input enter employee number, like I'm taking, sir. Okay, sir, here just observe that a bit carefully. Employee number is the int type, that's why typecasting must be required. Sir, second one, employee name. Okay, enter employee name. Okay, like next sir, initial compulsory typecasting must be required. Okay, float off like this, enter employee salary, enter employee salary. Next e address, right? E address, enter employee address, enter employee address like this, because it is a string type only, typecasting is not required. Next married or not, are you getting married or not? Sir, bool off, bool enter is employee married, is employee married, is employee married, like here what data you have to enter, sir? Either true or false we have to enter. Take very special care about this one, sir. Either true or false we have to take. Now print off. Okay, print off. Sir, up to this what we did? Reading employee data from the keyboard. If anywhere typecastings are required, then we are performing typecasting. Sir, employee number int type, typecasting we did. Employee salary float type, typecasting, sir. Sir, employee marriage status, okay, true or false, boolean type. Next name and address string type only, typecasting is not required. Clear, right? Sir, now print off, here print off, just I'm taking, sir, please confirm information. Okay, please confirm your provided information, like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, first print employee number, print of employee number like enum. Next employee name, sir, ename I'm taking. Next employee salary, esal, because salary is available inside this one. Sir, enter employee address, employee address, e address, like this. Next last one, sir. Okay, employee married, like this I'm taking, sir. Employee married, like yes, here just married, like this I'm trying to take. That's a simple example, right? Now let me execute this code, sir. Have a look once. Sir, enter employee number. Okay, 872425, my IBM employee number, sir, this is. Sir, now enter employee name. Okay, Durga. Enter employee salary, some 70,000. Okay, like enter employee address, Hyderabad, like I'm trying to take. Sir, next is employee married or not? Yes, man, married, true. Okay, I got married already, true. That's why like this, right? Can you please observe? Please confirm your provided information. Employee number, okay, employee name, employee salary, employee address, employee married, true. Like this, perfectly it's working properly, not required to keep any doubt. Is it clear for all of you? The same application, a bit large scale, okay, to handle multiple types of data, how you can do that? Okay, clear. Now I have one small doubt is here. What is the important doubt? What is the important point here is very simple, sir. Take special care. Suppose assume I didn't get married. Assume, of course, real I got married, man, blessed with the 2 kids also. Okay, assume that my marriage status is false. Okay, I didn't got married. If I provide like that, what will happen? Assume, have a look once. Assume that, have a look once. Now the same example with a small type, because here at this line some magic is there, sir. That thing I have to explain. Of course, we explained already, but we forgot this one. Okay, there is a small problem is there here. What is the problem is? Observe. Enter employee number 87 24 25. Okay, like enter employee name Durga. Enter employee salary 70,000. Okay, like enter employee address Hyderabad. Okay, like sir, is employee married? No, man, I didn't got married. False, like this I provided, right? So which value I provided for is employee married? False. It is available in string form. Converting this string to the boolean type, then obviously false. Like now observe carefully. Observe carefully, sir. Here I provided. Here I provided. Is employee married? What is the answer I provided, sir? False is the answer. But what is the output it is showing? Employee married. True is the answer. Array, I provided false. But how you are getting true? True is the answer. This is the how this mission aware already I married. I am providing wrong information. Is this program having any intelligence? No, no. A simple logical mistake we are doing, sir. That logical mistake you people should aware. What is that mistake is? Listen carefully. Here to convert employee marriage status to boolean type, which function we are using? Bool function. Regarding which function we are using? Bool function, right? The bool function behavior is very, very simple, sir. If you provide str type to bool conversion, I have to do that. So what is the behavior of this bool function is, if this str is a empty string, if this str is empty string, okay, then only it is returned as false. Okay, then only it is considered the false. If it is not empty, then it's always going to consider as true, sir. Remember this one. Then if it is empty, then only consider the false. Sir, if it is not empty, then it is considered the true. So is employee married? What thing you provided, right? False is the thing. This is the string. Is this string is empty or non-empty? Non-empty. Non-empty. That's why it is considered the true only. Remember, are you identify the problem, right? So if you are not, if it is the empty, then only it is considered the false. Sir, here enter employee married or not. I am not providing anything. If you didn't provide anything, then it is considered the empty string. Then it will be treated as the false. Have a look once. Observe carefully, right? Here I want to execute the same code again. Enter employee number 872425. Okay. Employee name Durga. Employee salary some 70,000, something like. Enter employee address HYD. Okay. Now observe. Is employee married? If you enter anything here, it is non-empty, internally treated as the true only. Sir, I didn't enter anything, just enter button. If I click just enter button, empty string, then it is considered the false. Just observe carefully, sir. I just enter, that's all. I didn't provide any information here. Are you seeing? Either true or false I didn't provide. Now which answer we are getting, sir? False. Okay. So to read Boolean data, we require to take a bit very, very special care. Array not providing anything, then only false. If you provide anything, it is the true. No, it is not our logical requirement. If you provide false, should be treated as the false. If end user provided true, it is treated as the true only. How you can do that is, yes, there is one beautiful function is there in the Python. We require to go for, okay, instead of bool, we require to use evolve function. Regarding what is this function, sir? Evolve function we require to use. Beautiful, sir. Next level we are going to discuss. But anyway, let me use this evolve function in our example. Observe carefully. Here, instead of bool function, evolve I am using. So, solution for this problem, usage of evolve function, right? Okay. Now observe, enter employee number 872425. Okay. Enter employee name Durga. Enter employee salary some 70,000. Okay. Enter employee address HYD. Sir, here is employee married. Is employee married? False, sir. I am explicitly typing false. It is treated as the false only. Now observe this one. So here false I provided. Here it is treated as the false only. Okay. Suppose if I provide enter employee number 1. Enter employee name B. Enter employee salary some 20. Okay. Enter employee address HYD. Sir, now married or not? True I am providing, sir. Now it is considered the true because you provided a true sir. Okay, earlier you provided okay false. Here have you observed, right? If you provided false, now also it's going to come false only. If you provided false, it's going to come. If you provided true, then obviously it is. Are you getting right? So reading boolean data from the keyboard, you people should require to take a bit special care. If you want to convert string to boolean type, don't use bool function. Compulsory we require to use what? Eval function. Okay, anyway, in detail what is the purpose of eval function we will discuss in detail. Don't worry sir. Clear for all of you, right? Sir, in the last videos we covered how to read different types of data from the keyboard. Up to that clear. Now I will explain a beautiful shortcut if you want to read multiple values from the keyboard by using single line. I want to use only one input function. How to read multiple values from the keyboard, that thing I want to explain. Have a look once, sir. So how to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Sir, let me write the code. You may not get anything, but after execution I will start explanation, then definitely you will get a clarity, right? Have a look once, sir. A comma B is equal to int of x for x in input of enter two numbers dot split. Enter two numbers dot split. Observe carefully. Don't worry, I will explain in detail. Just observe this Greek and Latin. Sir, int of x for x in input enter two numbers dot split. Okay, now two numbers, happily by default we are going to get print the sum. The sum is okay a plus b, like this I am taking. Again print the sum is a plus b. Sir, whether is this code is going to work or not? Okay, single input function only, but is it going to work or not? That part I will take care. Have a look once, sir. Observe carefully. Here, can you please guide? Have you remembered that code? A comma b is equal to int of x for each x in input enter two numbers. Okay, like I'm taking enter two numbers dot split, like this I'm taking, sir. That's all. This is the code what I'm taking. Print the sum. The sum is just have a look once a plus b, like this I'm taking. Sir, first this code is going to work or not? Sir, anything about this line, you people definitely you are going to fill. Out of 100, all the 100 people are not going to get what is the meaning of that. I will explain in detail. First let me show whether this code is going to work or not. Observe carefully, sir. Here let me run this code. Enter two numbers. Okay, 10 20 I am taking. Sir, in a single line with the space in between space I am taking, sir. First number space, second number. Now what is the answer we are going to get? The sum 37. Okay, similarly enter sum 45 space sum 56, like this I am taking, sir. 101, the sum is 101. Perfectly it's working. You are not required to worry at all. Up to this, any doubt about this terminology, right? Sir, we didn't get anything with the doubt. Okay, now I will explain very clearly about this line. At last we will rebuild again this line. Don't worry, sir. Observe carefully about this one. Here my code is, I want to read, just observe, I'm using input of enter two numbers. Can you please enter two numbers, like this I'm asking, sir. Okay, sir, how many input functions I'm using? Only one input function. you provided anything, it is treated as single string only. Suppose I provided 10, 20, what will happen is this total thing is treated as single string only. Any doubt about this one? Any doubt about? Enter two numbers. Whatever you provided, 10 space 20 I am taking. This total is considered as single string only. Okay, well, if you have the string, if you want to split that string into multiple values, then we require to use a split function. In the middle, which thing is there? Space is there. I want to split this string with respect to space. I want to split with respect to space. Then my code will become, observe that, sir, input of enter two numbers. Enter two numbers, like this I am taking. Enter two numbers. Okay, this is a string. This is the string. Dot split, like this I am taking, sir. Dot split. Sir, you are not passing any argument. The default separator for the split method is space only. If it is the space, you are not required to provide anything, sir. Now what will happen is, now this string splitted into, sir, a list of two string values, right? Now it will return a list where the first value 10, second value 20. Okay, like so you are provided single data, single string divided into two strings and placed inside a list. That is the job of split method, right? Sir, where you are going to explain the split method? In the string concept, I will explain with multiple examples. Just aware split this single string parts based on this space. Okay, well, now it is the list. Up to this, any doubt? Clear for all of you, right? Okay. Now the problem here is, every number is available in string form. Are you getting? Every number is available in which form? String format, sir. Sir, look, for each value present in this list, can you please typecast to int value? This is about my requirement, right? So now observe very carefully, sir. So here for each x in, for every int x value in means this is the list. In means this is the list. Now, sir, input of enter two numbers. Input of enter two numbers dot split. Enter two numbers dot split. Do you know enter two numbers dot split is the list? You know, just now I explained list. For each x in this list, what you have to do is int of x. Can you please typecast to int type? Are you getting? So first reading string and split that string into multiple values, and every string present in this list, can you please typecast to int type? Now we are getting, sir, again list. Are you getting? Now we are getting again list. This concept is called list comprehension concept. Okay, I told, right, we are going to discuss list as a separate topic. There we are going much about this one. Now because of this one, what will happen is, you are going to get a new list where every value is treated as int value only, because we are trying to typecast these string values to int type. Okay, well, now this list of two values, can you please assign to a comma b? Can you please assign? So first value to a, second value to the b. This is called list unpacking. Unpacking of list, unpacking of tuple. Like we have some concept is there we have to discuss. So if two values present inside a list, first value will be assigned to a, second value will be assigned to the b. Next, remaining print a plus b means you are going to get the sum. Now whenever I took this line, I hope you are getting 0. But whenever I am taking this one, I hope you are getting up to 50%. Okay, well, if I will go execute like line by line, definitely you will get much clarity. A bit advanced concepts I'm using, don't worry about that. So after completing this, if I will go for one more example, happily you people can feel more comfortable. Don't worry, sir. Have a look once. Sir, now I want to explain part by part so that you people can get much clarity. Okay, like, sir, actually this is the code. This is the code, sir. Okay, this code, let me remove. Just the first thing, sir, can you please input function I'm taking, enter two numbers, okay, like I'm taking. Sir, how many input functions I'm using? Only one input function. That's why this function is always going to return what? String type, right? Okay, let me take this one into s. So s is equal to like I'm taking. Sir, this s is always string type. Remember this one, because input function return type is always a string only. Now print of s, sir. Print of yes I'm taking. Sir, print of s and then comma type of s also I'm taking, sir. Print of s value and the type of s also, right? Now have a look once. Enter two numbers, 10 space 20. Even though you provided two numbers, but it is treated as a single string only. Where is the proof for that? Yes, this is the single string. This is the data. Is what types are? str type. Okay, well, sir, up to this, I don't think you are getting some problem. So even you provided any numbers, right? But it is a single string. Now I have to split this string into multiple values based on space. For that, how you can do is this string, sir, I have s is already there. S is a string, sir. On this string, we require to call which function, sir? Split function we have to call. Have a look once. Let me run again. Okay, enter two numbers, 10, 20. Now, so is it converted into a list of two values? This is the first value, this is the second value, right? Sir, if you print yes also, sir, yes is a single value. Yes is what? Single value, right? Yes is a single string value. Now after split, what will happen, sir? It will become list where first value is the string, where second value is also one string. This is the thing which is going to be happen because of split. Okay, single string divided into list of values. Okay, well, sir. Sir, what is the next thing I have to take? So here the problem is every value is available in the string form, but I want numbers. That's why list comprehension concept we require to use. Observe carefully, right? Here, so I want a new list. For each x in L. For every element present in this L, what operation you want to do? I want to perform typecasting to int type. Listen very carefully, sir. This line is a very important, sir. For each x present in L, for every element present in this list, can you please typecast to int type? For every element present in this list, can you please typecast to int type? Okay, like now a new list we are going to get, sir. Okay, let me take this new list. L1 is equal to new list, right? Now, sir, this new list contain first int value, second int value. Okay, like second int value, right? Sir, now let me show, is it really happening or not? Yes, print of L1. Okay, like print of L1. Sir, 10, 20, like I'm taking. Sir, have you observed? Here, it is a very clear, sir. Now it's not available in the string form. It is available in int values only. Sir, let me print L also, so that all levels you can see, sir. Now have a look once. Enter 10 space 20. First time it is a single string. Now that single string is divided into list of two strings. Next, now these string values will be converted into int values, right? Okay, well, sir, now it is the list. Sir, what is the next? In this list, how many values are there? Only two values are there. Now can you please unpack this list into two variables a and b. First value assigned to a, second value assigned to the b. This is called okay, list unpacking concept. Okay, like what I am trying to take, a comma b is equal to L1, a comma b is equal to L1. Okay, like I am taking. So in this list, whatever values are there, assign the first value to the a, assign the second value to the b, sir. Okay, let me print a value, let me print b value, right? Okay, now have a look once, enter 10, 20. Sir, first value 10, second value 20 we are getting. Now what I want to take, print of the sum. Print of the sum is a plus b. I'm taking, sir. Print of the sum a plus b. 10, 20. What the answer? The sum is the 30 we are getting, sir. Okay. Now observe how many lines of the code I wrote. If you observe that, how many lines of the code I wrote? Multiple lines, right? But I want to combine all these things into a single line. Reading, converting, everything I want to do in a single line. Just observe a bit carefully, sir. What I'm trying to take is, sir, these print statements no longer required. Okay, print statements no longer required. Just observe that. Sir, now my requirement is, sir, a comma b is equal to L1. Which is L1? L1 means this is the thing, sir. Okay, now let me, in the place of L1, let me take that code. Okay, so that L1 is no longer required. Okay, a comma b is equal to int of x for each x in L. In L. Okay, L means s dot split. L means s dot split. S dot split. Okay, L is no longer required. No longer required. Sir, S means input of two numbers. Okay, let me take in the place of S, I am taking input of two numbers dot split. That's all. Okay, now have a look once, sir. What I am trying to take here is, observe first line, read in input of two numbers. It is a single string. So split, convert this single string into a list of values. Next, can you please convert those list internal string values to int type. Now assign first value to the a, second value to the b, and print the sum is a plus b. Like perfectly it's going to work, sir. Now have a look once. Observe carefully. Here some 200, 300. What the answer? We are going to get perfectly 500 is the answer. All the people are in the position to understand, right? Let me write the same line again with the clear clarity. Definitely you people are going to get, okay, much clarity when compared with the previous level, right? Here legend, first thing, sir. What is the first thing? Input of enter two numbers. Enter two numbers, like I'm taking. Enter two numbers. Now I'm getting, sir, a single string internally contain, okay, two values. Can you please convert into list split function? Can you please convert into list? Okay, split is the function. Now list we are getting, but in this list every value is what type? String type. That's why. So for each x in this list, for each x in this list, can you please typecast to int type? Sir, I want both values in the list form. Now this list contain only int values. Now can you please assign first value to the a, second value to the b. Okay, like now print of, okay, the sum, print of the sum a plus a b. That's all. Okay, at least 60 to 70% you people should get, man. So with pleasant mind, better to analyze, automatically you are going to get. But a bit advanced concepts are used, take very special care. Now I have one small doubt. Okay, here enter two numbers, 10 space 20 I provided. Now I have to convey, array, I want with the comma separation. If you want with comma separation, what we have to do, divide this a single string based on the comma, then here instead of a split argument, we have to provide comma. We require to provide comma. Split, can you please split this string with respect to comma, like have a look once. Here enter two numbers, sir, now comma, assume that comma I'm taking, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Here which argument I am passing to the split function, comma argument I am passing, sir. Okay, now enter two numbers 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20. Now observe the sum is the 30. Enter two numbers, okay, 23 comma 45. 23 comma 45. Now 68 we are going to get. That's all. This is a simple example, sir, how to read the multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. A small shortcut, try to get this concept well. Clear, right? Now I will go for another example. Write a program to read the 3 float values from the keyboard. How many values? 3 float values from the keyboard with the comma separation and print sum or product. Any operation you can perform. Observe carefully. Write a program to read 3 float values from the keyboard with the comma separation and print their sum. This is about our requirement, right? How you can do. But anyway, reading all 3 values, you have to use a single input function by using single line only. What is the way, sir? Very simple. Here I am asking input function first. Take a bit special care. The people who didn't get much clearly in the last example, at least now observe. Input function. Now enter 3 float values. Enter 3 float values with the comma separation. With the comma separation. Like this I am asking. So now observe. Input function. Enter 3 float values with the comma separation. Like this I am taking. Sir, do you know, you are going to provide 10.5, comma 20.6, comma 30.7. This total thing is available in a single string. Because how many input functions I am using?